Utica is appearing in its first national championship. I like that I get to say that so much. I'm so happy I get to say that. And let's go. Let's go. Coming in to this game, Hobart is playing to repeat for their third in a row and their third all time. And the Pioneers are playing to get their first ever victory. On one side, with Hobart, they have the best scoring differential of any team in D3. They have a 4.24 goals a game, sixth in the nation. And they have a 1.03 goals allowed a game, first in the nation. And they have a 7th and 8th ranked power play and penalty kill in that order, 28.3% and 86.7% respectively. Coach Mark Taylor, who was Conference Coach of the Year, 25th season, 433, 177, and 56. And he has led his Hobart Statesmen to a 27-1-1 record. This team is looking to fire on all cylinders behind guys like Luke Aquario and Tanner Daniels, NEHC Player of the Year, Shane Snell, who has 8 goals, 27 points, Power Morrissey, 22 points, 3 of those being goals, the top scoring defenseman. You also have Austin Morer, first team all-conference pick, play every game, and senior defenseman Cooper Swift, another all-conference pick. And you have brother of former NHL player, I'm pretty sure he is retired, Anthony Duclair, his brother Chris Duclair, who has 11 goals, 21 points. He also leads the team in power play goals with 6, tied with Moore on the team. And they have a two-headed monster in net. Damon Beaver, who was NEHC Goaltender of the Year, and Maverick Goyer, who also earned all-conference. Both have 12 combined shutouts and have rolled in Hobart's last season in the NEHC. They've showed up. They've showed out. They're top 2 in save percentage, win percentage, and GAA. I think Soderbaum himself playing Soderwall. Wrong goalie, sorry. Soderwall being up there by only himself, pretty much playing pretty much all of Curry's games, is a little more impressive. But having a two-headed monster like that is always valuable, especially if you can ride somebody's hot hand. And then on the other side, for your Utica Pioneers, Coach Heenan in season 24, still chasing that first Natty, has the third-ranked scoring offense with a 4.45 goals per game, the 18th-ranked defense with a 2.45 goals allowed per game. Third-ranked penalty kill, or third-ranked power play, not penalty kill, is 30.5, and the 51st PK at an 80.3. Obviously, you have a very talented group with this Utica team, with a first line, Brolt, Morse, Mulera cooling down, the rest of it still kind of going. Wood on that second line is always a threat. On the third line, you have Lundberg and Dario, who have heated up as a pair, and that line as a whole has really heated up. And when they're going, especially when they did against St. Norbert and Fitchburg State. And that fourth line, which is always a sleeper line because you have Gutt and Murph together. That's always scary. And Colin Patterson was rotating in last night on the power play, so that might be the only shift that had happened. Plus you have the four-headed monster of 2 lines of defensemen with Scoville and Bax, who seemed like there wasn't any rotation of Bax and Perrick last night, 2 nights ago. Bax played fantastic alongside the captain and showed that he deserves to be the first liner, and he is a first liner. He's played fantastic, and he fits perfectly with Scoville. And then you have the Twin Towers, as they've been called, and I like that, and I'm definitely going to call them that now. And assistant captain Ben Schultz-Dice and Preston Brighton. That D pairing is scary, too, because they're big, they're heavy, and you got to go through them, and it's hard to go through them. Plus, you still have your third line of Oliver and Perrick, which is scary. I just think they're still young. I think it can be a very good line in the future, but right now it's just they're still young. That's why they have moments of inexperience, and that's the only thing that holds them back. And then in net, you have Piros, obviously. Piros, after coming over from Dubuque, has played very good. Last night, 2 nights ago, sorry, not last night, he played absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. I cannot believe he played out of his mind. I've never seen him play like that, and I've watched him all season since he came over. He's played great, but not that great. If the team shows up like they did against St. Norbert, like they did against Curry, I think they can win. It's about how they show up. They got to get ahead of it, and they got to stay on top. That's how you're going to beat Hobart. Hobart plays very much a half-ice style game, so as long as the Pioneers can get on that, I'm convinced they can win. As long as they show up and show out and leave everything on the ice, I think they can win. Now, last time Hobart saw Utica, it was in Connecticut last season, and before that, the game being at either team and not a neutral site, was an overtime loss in Utica. The last 2 times they saw each other was in the 2016-17 season. Actually, 3 times that season. They would win at Geneseo in Geneva, win at Utica, and then lose against them in overtime a month later in 2016-17, and then would see them again and lose in Hartford for the Frozen Four. So they're on a 2-game losing streak, but at home they're 10-10-1, so a straight even. Anything can happen tonight. Let's go Pioneers. Safe travels, everybody. The game is sold out, so we'll see how that goes tonight. And hey, it's anybody's game. Just depends on who wants it more.